Hey guys, what's up? It's Card Shuffler 99 here today. I'm just going to show you guys a pretty cool trick, but before that, make sure you check out all of our social media in the description below. Hit that like button, like button, subscribe button, and notification button, which is the bell, so the second we post, you guys can check us out. Also, there will be a link in the description for free my apps. Click that link, download free apps, okay? Get points, and then get rewards like Amazon or iTunes gift cards. Anyways, let's get into the trick.
All right, Robert. So in this box, I actually have a prediction. You can kind of hear it there. There is a prediction in the box. It'll stay right there on the table the entire time. We're going to have you select the card in a very unique way. Go ahead and lift up anywhere you want in the deck, okay? And you're just going to flip it right over. So pick up anywhere you want. Now go ahead, flip it over face up, and set it right back on top. Perfect. Okay. Now, like I said, this is a pretty unique way to select a card because the first face down card will actually mark your selection. Now, we're going to need two cards here, so got to do the same thing one more time.
Same thing?
Yes.
Okay. Turn that over, place that down.
Perfect. And one more time, the first face down card is going to mark your selection. Now, Robert, I did have a prediction, like I mentioned in the box. Why don't you go ahead and open that up and take a look at what I predicted? Okay? And go ahead, make sure you let everybody know. Okay? Make sure everybody knows what I predicted.
Okay. It says the two black aces.
The two black aces. Now go ahead and let's see what two cards you selected here.
The ace of clubs and the ace of spades.
Like I said, all the cards completely different. That is the trick, guys. And yeah, why don't we get straight into the tutorial? So actually, Robert is going to teach you guys how this trick is done. So I'll hand it over to Robert.
Okay, guys. So this is a very easy trick. Credit to Schwarzenegger Magic for this pretty cool trick. But there is a little bit of setup for this trick. You do need a prediction. Okay. You can choose any two cards, and even before that, you actually do need a double backer for this trick. So if you do not have a double backer, it doesn't have to be perfect because you can just take some double-sided tape, take two cards, put a piece of double-sided tape right there, put them back to back, and then put a little pressure, and they will stick together. So you guys, it doesn't have to be a perfect double backer, all right? You just need a card like this, okay? So once you have your double backer, all right, they do come with a lot of decks. What you're going to do is you're going to take any two cards you want, okay? Red Kings or whatever you guys want, all right? I like to do the aces. And you're going to write the prediction, you know, two black aces, ace of clubs, whatever. Two cards you're going to force on the spectator, okay? You're going to go ahead and put that in the card box, okay? And I actually usually like to have the cards as soulmates. And if you don't know what soulmates are, it's like hearts and diamonds and clubs and spades in the same, number. Okay?
But you guys, you don't need to do soulmates. This is pretty much just a way to kind of force two cards. So you could pretty much theoretically do any two cards.
Okay, so once you have your prediction, you just put that in the box, set that to the side. You're going to have someone hold on to it. You're going to take the aces, or whatever cards you're forcing, place them face up in a row, and then place the double backer on top of that. Now, what you're going to do from here, all right, is it's pretty simple. What you're going to do is you're going to go ask the spectator, go ahead, lift up wherever you like. Now, you can either have yourself do this, or the spectator can do this, okay? Now, I personally like to have the spectator do it because it sort of gives them a little more freedom, But there is that chance they do flash the ace. So I would recommend you could riffle down if you do not trust your spectator. So if you have a brother and sister and you're trying to perform this to them, they're probably going to try to ruin this trick. So I would just riffle down. But if you have an actual spectator on the street, they probably won't do this to you. So you could go ahead, have them lift up, have them turn it around, and place it like that. Okay? And then basically it's a pretty simple card force. So once they turn it over, you're going to go to the first face down card. Now, you go through, and I go through slow, because what you're going to have to do is you're going to place this first face down card here, which will be an ace, okay? And you need to get a break under these two cards here, all right, the double backer and the other ace. So you're spreading through, you place the card down, and you're going to get a break under these two cards. So what you're going to do, you're here, get a break under those two cards, just a simple pinky break, And what you're going to do is you're just going to turn these cards over. Just like that. Okay, one more time. You're going to simply turn these cards over. If you actually want to know what Adam did, he actually just held the break, transferred it to a thumb break, dropped all of these cards, and then simply flipped them over, which is pretty smart. I like that. Pretty cool idea there. Okay, so after you first force the first ace, what you're going to have to do is force the second ace. So what you're going to do, they'll go ahead and give the cards to the spectator. Okay, flip them over. Okay. And it's the same idea. Just go to the first face down card, okay? Now, this is very important right here. First face down card, okay? You're simply just going to place it down next to the other card. But here's the very important part, okay? You have to take these cards and bring it to the bottom. The reason why, okay, is you have a double backer here, okay? And you don't want a double backer in the middle of the deck, okay? That it just doesn't look good. Because if the spectator asks to see the cards and you have a double backer in the middle of the deck, it doesn't look good, okay? So what you're going to do is you control to the top, and there's many things you could do. You could either palm it off if you guys are good at palming, okay? Or what Adam actually did in the performance was pretty simple. He turned the cards over, and he basically pushed this top card over like that. And I'll show you guys what this does. So you're in this position right here. You take these cards, or take that one card. With these fingers, you push it over. This is clearly an exposed view. Okay, you just push the card over like that. Okay, and it's pretty simple. It's not hard to do, guys. You're just holding the deck here, and you're going to push the card over. Now, while you're doing this, ask the spectator, go ahead, take a look at the prediction. So they're looking at the prediction, right? They're busy, right? And that is your chance for you to, easily palm it off or do what you have to do. So once again, this move is very simple. So almost like the side angle jog where you push the card over, right? And you spread the cards. And what it will do, okay, my bad there, guys, is when you have this card out jogged, okay, it will actually allow you to hide this card when you spread the cards. Now, if you do have this card sideways like this, right? Let's say you're like that and you do have this card sideways, right? The card will be exposed. So make sure this card is straightened up and squared up with the rest of the deck. So basically like this, right? It's squared up with the rest of the deck. Because if it's like this, watch what happens. It's like that. You can see it peeking out from there. So make sure when it's square to the rest of the deck, okay? Now, clearly you're here, right? You say, go ahead, take a look at the two aces, right? And they're going to be pretty, they're going to be, wow. And they're going to be amazed. And then you can show them the deck like that, right? After you show that, collect the cards, and then you can get rid of the double backer, or depending on what you do. Okay? But basically, guys, this is just simply a card force. You can do this with one card or two cards. Okay? So it's basically a card force. So if you want to do it with one card, it's basically the same idea. Okay? So you have your one card face up, and you have your double backer. Okay, guys, we're going to force the ace of clubs for this one, okay? Go ahead. You scroll down or lift up, you turn the cards over, right? And what will happen is you will force the 8 of clubs. So I'll go over that again really quick. So right here. Okay, so you're in this position right here. This is just in case you guys want to do it with one card, because there are plenty of tricks that do use card forces, and this is just a simple one. So you don't have to force two, you can force one. So take your double backer, put the card you want to force, put it face up, put the double backer on top. Just have them scroll down, right? Try not to, and very important, do not flash these cards. So be careful with the deck not to flash those, the face-up cards, because there is a couple opportunities for the cards to flash. So you're here, right? You scroll down, or they lift up, they turn it over, and you go to the first face-down card, and it's the same exact idea. Now, you're here, you put this here, and it's the same exact thing. Bring that double backer to the top because you don't want to leave any evidence behind, okay? So that is basically it. It is a very simple card force. It's not too hard to do, okay? So once again, all you need is a double backer, all right? Make sure you have a prediction. If you want to use it as a trick, you can incorporate this to any trick you guys want to. And Adam, do you have something to say?
Right, so another way you guys could possibly turn this effect into something bigger is to actually kind of turn it into a little bit of a triumph effect. So if you have a double backer on the top of the deck, okay, another way you could force the card is, for example, if you knew what the bottom card was and you cut the deck just like this, you can actually turn this double backer, for example, if you went through and you said, oh, check it out, there's only one face down card in the deck, you could actually, and then you do a double lift, you could actually force another card kind of thing, for example, and turn it to a little bit of a triumph effect. Obviously, you'd have to kind of play around with it. I'm not sure exactly which cards would work, but you could obviously predict another card that way or just make it into a bit of a bigger effect.
So there's many ways you can force these cards. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.